anybody who represents themselves can put together a subpoena.
Yes,
if
they
you have
can.
a case, and they can go down to the courthouse, but they need to make sure that it's sound. They don't know how to do that. Most of the time, where we're seeing people is that you could come in and kind of help the attorneys. And so, and
Yes.
I think that attorneys may not understand that this is a good resource out there to even outsource the, like, why are they worried about whether it's going to come back or not? They could guarantee that this would
Guarantee.
come back. Why would you not do that, in my opinion? Right?
Absolutely. Well, it is basically shoring up a part of the, and I'm finding that attorneys just don't do subpoenas. One of my clients, when I was interviewing her before, she came on, she basically said to me, I said, how many subpoenas are you doing in your practice right now? She's like, not enough. I said, that's perfect. That's a great answer, because I know that if you do more of them, and and again, it's the attorney that decides where that strategy is, but if I could be that backbone for you to making sure that they're getting done correctly, then you're going to be able to move. The momentum of your cases are going to catapult. And I'm just like, so you don't even have to worry about that. It's just the one part of your practice you don't have to worry about anymore. Just hand it to me. Like I did a Lululemon. It was interesting. I did Lululemon, and that's that's in Canada. But it took me quite a while to really find where we did it, and then where we needed to domesticate it in that particular jurisdiction. But it was fascinating, because research is something that I didn't even know that was something that I love to do, but that's what I had to learn through my divorce. And sometimes I was teaching courthouses, because I had a very unusual case that I needed to do when it came to collecting on my on my settlement, and I couldn't find attorneys to know what they were doing. So I was researching, and oftentimes I had to be really careful. But I was teaching the court system how to, say, hey, this is, by the way, here's the statute, here's everything, and they were able to, and I was able to get through. But it's all relationships. You have to have relationships of trust to be able, especially as an attorney, to be able to outsource something like this. It's that important.
Yeah. And I think that what I was trying to correct is that, like, if you find, Becky, and you are a person going through this, that it's really that you're trying to facilitate that communication with your lawyer.
Yes.
Like if your lawyer is hesitant on issuing subpoenas because they're going to cost, like they're going to have to charge you a ton of money, and it's prohibitive in your own situation, I think that you still have recourse, you still have a capability of reaching out and facilitating that communication. And then eventually, again, even if you're an accountant, a financial advisor, and you're seeing clients frustrated in this process, like I think even connecting you with these attorneys is going to be hugely beneficial, because I know this industry and this space so well that you are a missing piece in the efficiency of the process. Because at the end of the day, we're always going to have toxic people on the other side. We're always going to, and whether or not they're really like trying to not give you the documents, or it's just hard to pull all of that stuff together, this is a better way, in my opinion. And if people are out there kind of being like, because again, I don't think the beauty is in the secret sauce of what you're doing, because quite frankly, you've told them, like, you are doing the research to make sure that it's going to the right